Little Yuana retreated some more and managed to block the waves, which shook even the evil sky pavilion. An energy vortex was formed in the courtyard, with Mingure floating in the middle, his eyes closed and his arms outstretched. Congratulations, fourth senior brother, on stepping into the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Little Yuana said in a joyous voice. Zhou, who was studying the heaven writing in the secret chamber, was alerted by the shaking as well. He was absorbed in reading when the bookshelves, weapons, and other miscellaneous things around him swayed and jumped, waking him from deep thoughts. No one would feel happy in this kind of situation. It was like someone suddenly woke him up when he was sleeping soundly. It had only been 3 days that he did not discipline a group of villainous disciples, and now they were making so many noises that it almost brought his roof down. How dare you? Zhou scolded in a faint voice and waved his arm before he continued to read the writings. Mingure, who was supported by the energy vortex in midair over the courtyard, was enjoying the pleasure of breaking through a new realm. His arms were outreached, his eyes closed, and he wore a satisfying smile. Little junior sister, why did you wake up so soon, senior brother? It feels so good to step into the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Now that I have an avatar, the world will soon be mine. Senior brother has gained 100 tribulations inside avatar. Little Yuana asked enviously. Mingure eyes were still closed as he said lightly, Before you all came back, I'd already stayed in the earth for a long time, so I didn't need 7 days to make the breakthrough. Watch closely, little junior sister. Buzz. At the moment he produced his 100 tribulations inside avatar, he saw a faint speck of light drift over from the top of Evil Sky Pavilion, and he heard a solemn voice at the same time. How dare you? A sizzling sound filled the air as the faint light corroded the energy waves, turning them into nothingness in a flash. What would happen when Mingure was no longer supported by the energy vortex? Plop! He fell straight to the ground. Ouch! He did not dare to continue showing off. Hurriedly, he struggled to his feet and turned to the Evil Sky Pavilion as he dropped to his knees and said, I'm sorry, master. He should have gone to another place to show off and not floated over where his master was resting. Mingure was too panicked to get up, both amazed by his master's skill and thankful that he was not hurt. Fourth senior brother, do you need to kneel to release your avatar? Little Yuana slowly descended from the sky. Cough, cough. Mingure rose to his feet embarrassingly when he noticed no more reactions from Evil Sky Pavilion. He cleared his throat, pretending nothing had just happened, and said, I've just stepped into the nascent divinity tribulation realm, and I'm still not used to it. Where's Master? Little Yuana told him what had happened over the last few days. After listening to her, Mingure furrowed his brow slightly and said, 6 junior sister's cultivation base is destroyed, and she is now locked up in the back of the mountain? Yes. I'll go and have a look at her. Leave everything on the mountain to me. I need you to gather information at the station in Tongzi. Master will certainly ask about that when he comes out of seclusion. Mingure said. Fourth senior brother is so thoughtful. I'll go right now. Little Yuana jumped happily. Stay out of trouble. After saying that, Mingure scratched his head. It did not sound like him, but why did the words come naturally out of his mouth? Don't worry, I'm a very kind girl. Little Yuana turned and bolted down the mountain at an astonishing speed. Mingure turned and looked at Evil Sky Pavilion. He could not help but shiver at the thought of the warning that he heard just now. He thought he could relax a little bit after stepping into the nascent divinity tribulation realm, but it seemed that he still had a long way to go. He stepped out of the courtyard, moving like a phantom. Before this, his every step would take him 100 feet away, but now it took him 300 feet away. In the blink of an eye, he arrived at the back of the mountain. You! Mingure saw Zhou Jifeng, who was practicing with a sword. Zhou Jifeng panicked when he saw the phantom-like Mingure. He quickly put away his sword and the book before cupping his fist guiltily at Mingure. Greetings, fourth senior brother? He was not a disciple of Evil Sky Pavilion, so he did not know how he should address the man. Mingure grinned wickedly and said, I heard little junior sister say that you are a rare genius of the Heavenly Sword sect. She's flattering me. I don't deserve that. Well, you could be my practice target. Mingure flexes muscles. What? Zhou Jifeng did not understand what he meant. Buzz. 100 tribulations, insight. A 20 feet tall and 5 feet wide avatar emerged behind Mingure. Zhou Jifeng glanced at it and murmured, "Such a small 100 tribulations, insight. What did you say?" Plop. Zhou Jifeng fell to the ground as he tilted his head and said, "It's so strong." Mingure frowned slightly, wondering if the avatar of the nascent divinity tribulation realm was really so strong, so much so that it made Zhou Jifeng faint before he could attack. A rare genius? You are mediocre at best. He turned and started toward the cave of reflection at the back of the mountain. Zhou Jifeng carefully opened his eyes, patted himself on the chest as he took a deep breath to calm the boiling chi and blood in him. If he did not make it look real, he would not be able to deceive a villain like this. He would rather hurt himself than be beat by others. Inside the evil sky pavilion, Lu Zhou slowly opened his eyes. Right then, the light specks near the light source disappeared. After studying it for a few days, he had a new understanding of the heaven writing. He felt as if he had had a long dream. However, many of the meanings were obscured and hard to understand, and he needed to continue studying them. He opened the system interface. I have 61 luck points. Lucky draw. Ding. This lucky draw costs 50 merit points. Thank you for trying. You have received 1 luck point. Lu Zhou frowned slightly. My luck has not changed. Is it because I used the wrong posture to draw? He slowly rose to his feet and continued drawing, but he got the same result 4 times in a row. It's a ripoff. It turned out that his posture had nothing to do with the outcome. Although he repeatedly complained in his mind, Lu Zhou kept a straight face, which was already very dark. 66 luck points. Will they bring me better luck? Women had a sixth sense, while men had keen intuition. He was certain that he would get something this time. Lucky draw. Ding. This lucky draw costs 50 merit points and 66 luck points. You have received 1 reversal card. Lu Zhou was on the verge of flying into a rage. But he took a deep breath and looked into the dark distance with his deep, old eyes. Fuck, never mind. Swearing is not the style of a villainous patriarch, nor is it consistent with my status. After spending so many merit points and luck points, he only got himself a reversal card. He did not know whether to laugh or weep. He wanted to complain about the system, but whom should he turn to? He had never been so angry before, not even when he failed 15 times in a row while trying to craft a weapon in an online game in his previous life. Lu Zhou glanced at the remaining merit points. He still had 1,190 points. It seemed that the game of lucky draws was dangerous. Should he stop playing now while he still had some points? Lucky draw. Ding. This lucky draw costs 50 merit points. You have received a weapon. Unnamed. You have received a mount. Buying Lu Zhou. The draw that spent his 66 luck points only gave him a reversal card, but this draw, which spent 0 of his luck points, had given him a weapon and a mount. Lu Zhou did not know what to say. Unnamed. The weapon was carelessly named, but it did not matter. He had spent so many merit points on it. Surely it was better than the pile of scrap metal in the secret chamber, right? As Lu Zhou called its name, an irregular-shaped, faintly glowing object slowly appeared in his palm. It was round in shape at this moment and oval in the next. What is this thing? Lu Zhou frowned. He tried to ask the system for some hints, but the system did not answer him. He waved a hand, and the black object disappeared. Then he saw it appear in the item menu of the system, like a black stone. He glanced at it and saw a row of tiny words beneath it. Unnamed can change into any weapon according to your thoughts, and the higher your cultivation base is, the stronger it becomes. It appeared to be an extraordinary item, and Lu Zhou's interest was aroused. He lifted his right hand, and a weapon appeared in his palm. This time it was a sword, an exquisite short sword which looked more like a dagger. After that, it transformed into a saber, a spear, a cudgel, a halberd, and many other weapons. I understand now. It was a weapon that could take different forms at will. Although it was only a weapon, it was better than 10 weapons. He had hit a jackpot. Let's try its power next. Meanwhile, Mingure arrived in the Cave of Reflection. When he saw the sad-looking Yi Qianxin, he said, "Junior sister, do you want to have a look at my 100 tribulations inside Avatar?" Yi Qianxin. She frowned her brow slightly and stared at Mingure, who appeared all of a sudden. "If you are here to kill me at the old villain's order, just do it. You don't have to show off." Mingure scratched his head and said embarrassingly, "Well, I didn't mean it. I don't care if you want to kill or torture me. Just be quick about it." Yi Qianxin turned her head away. Mingure shook his head as he sighed and said, "Junior sister, if Master wanted to kill you, he would have done it. Then why did he send you here?" "He did not. I come here on my own will. After all, you are my junior sister, and I can't let you go astray," said Mingure. Yi Qianxin laughed. "Go astray? You are the ones who have gone astray. Are you still holding a grudge against Master for that incident?" Yi Qianxin turned away from him again, her face and eyes growing cold. She did not want to mention the past. Mingure walked over and sat down beside her. He waved a hand and the cave lit up instantly. "I joined the sect earlier than you and suffered more than you. Did I ever complain about anything?" Mingure said, "Bah, I seem to remember that you are the one who cursed the most behind his back." Cough, cough. Mingure glanced hastily out cave and said embarrassingly, "Times have changed. Master is very kind now." "Kind? Fourth senior brother, this joke is not funny at all," Yi Qianxin said, while shaking her head before looking down at her bedraggled appearance. What she was trying to tell him was obvious. "I'm not joking." Mingure stood up and clasped his hand behind his back as he said with a serious tone, "After living for a long time, Master's thoughts have become clear. His attitude today is quite different from what it used to be." "So what? Why can't you understand me?" Mingure said angrily. "Master didn't even take what we did to heart. But I did. As long as that old thing still lives, my heart will not be at ease." Pack. Mingure suddenly raised his hand and slapped Yi Qianxin. He did not use energy, of course, and just slapped her face like an ordinary person. The slap struck Yi Qianxin dumb, but she looked up stubbornly into his eyes. Mingure raised his hand once again. Swoosh! Yi Qianxin closed her eyes. However, the palm stopped a foot from her cheek and did not hit her. Mingure shook his head as he sighed and patted her shoulder instead. "You should ask in front of Master. That's all I have to say. You're on your own now." He felt that there was no need for him to persuade her further. He turned and was about to leave when Yi Qianxin called out, "Wait a moment. What else do you want to say?" "My sisters in the Derived Moon Palace will definitely come to rescue me. If possible, I hope Senior Brother can show them mercy." Yi Qianxin's voice grew lower and sounded like she was pleading with him. When he heard that, Mingure laughed and said, "You really flatter yourself. How would they come to rescue you when they are mired in their own problems now?" "What do you mean?" "The Yun sect, Tian sect, and Luo sect have lost so many divine court experts. Do you think they will blame it on Master? No. Their first target will be your Derived Moon Palace.